Welcome back to StreetMotoZ. We're out cruising around, heading up to Greer, South Carolina. And tomorrow we're gonna have a cruise, a little ride up to the Pisgah Inn in the Blue Ridge Parkway in North Carolina. Today I wanted to talk about 5 things I did not know about motorcycle riding before I started. Number 1, the throttle is sensitive. It's amazing how much throttle control your right hand needs to have, especially for shifting gears and starting off in first gear. That throttle is really sensitive, and you can throw a lot of torque into a bike if you're not careful with it. That's why it's always good, I think, to start with a 2-cylinder engine and something not too powerful. I think this Ninja 650 is probably a great starter bike. It's got some spiciness, but it's not too powerful. It doesn't have 100 or more horsepower. It's got 65 horsepower and 65 pounds of torque, which is a good bit. So this throttle is sensitive. I'm still learning the throttle, and I realized it was pretty sensitive the first day I rode motorcycles at the Harley-Davidson Riding Academy a little over a month ago, and they had small bikes, but I could tell that throttle was nothing to be toyed with. Second, counter steering becomes important. I didn't realize to steer you have to counter steer, and how important it is. At the Harley-Davidson Riding Academy new beginner course I was in, they did teach that, but we didn't go very fast. We stayed in a parking lot the whole time, and I pretty much was just going and driving by feel. But once you get up over 25 miles an hour, 30 miles an hour, you really notice the counter steering. When you're driving 55, 60 miles an hour, you really steer the bike by counter steering. Number 3, something I didn't realize is how loud the wind noise is inside your helmet when you don't have a shield on your bike. A full shield up here would really cut the wind back, but I don't have one, and I didn't realize how loud the wind was. I'm not big on real loud noises. I don't like to play my music loud. I do like to play it where I can hear it, but I don't like loud sounds. And I ended up buying a pair of motorcycle riding earplugs, and they work really good. I just have to remember to moisten them just a little bit before putting them in my ears, and that way they set into my ear really good, and they block out all of the wind noise, or most of it. I found there's still wind noise with the earplugs, but after doing a little looking around and finding out what different people do, I found out a scarf around my neck is one of the best things to keep wind from going up and swirling around in your helmet and making all kinds of noise inside the helmet. So I ride with a scarf also. Number 4, the friction zone is your friend. Everybody say this and repeat with me. The friction zone is your friend. When you're at a gas station and you're having to make some tight, slow turns, you have to really use this clutch and keep the clutch in the friction zone, and use it more like a throttle and not slow down too slow, but it will also help to give power to your bike as you're driving slow around the course. That's something that they pushed really hard at the Harley-Davidson Riding Academy new beginner course. They really push that the friction zone is your friend. Learn how to use it. I grew up being told, don't ride the clutch, you'll burn out the clutch, don't, you know, in a car. And that was probably true for those older cars, but on motorcycles, you know, you really need to have a good sensitivity and understanding about the clutch and the friction zone for the particular bike that you have. The friction zone is your friend. And number 5, the visceral heightened excitement is better than a thrill ride. Riding a motorcycle, one of the best words to describe it is it's very visceral. It gives you all kinds of adrenaline and excitement. I mean, you can just have all kinds of fun on the motorcycle. I think part of it is when you're first learning to ride a motorcycle, you're just really scared and you have a lot of adrenaline pumping the whole time anyway. I've talked to other people that have ridden a while and they still have the visceral heightened excitement when they ride their motorcycle. So that's number 5. I enjoy riding this bike. I like this Ninja 650. It's really fun. And it's still got enough power to do everything I want to do. And it's got even more in the tank that I'm a little bit scared of using right now. Hope you like this video. Like and subscribe. And remember, it's not about the destination. It's about the ride, baby. Still got my Dragonfly, buddy.